Hey guys, we're gonna do another exciting lesson on Poripara, and I already made one video. This is like an addendum, so I hope that you enjoy it and that you learn a lot. So let's look at para. Like I said, para is like a vector force, kind of for something, like this gift is for you, este regalo es para ti. And then for por, we said sometimes like more like an exchange. So this is kind of like an objective like this, and this is two things kind of being exchanged. That's just like a general way to understand it. Like por is also like via, like él me llamó por teléfono, he called me by way of telephone, via telephone, okay? Para decirme que lo estaba pasando mal, in order to tell me that he was having a hard time. So he called me through the telephone in order to tell me he was having a hard time. So just kind of these little pictures might help you a little bit to kind of distinguish in your mind, but let's move right along. Para una chica de 12 años, ella es muy responsable. Considering she's only 12 years old, she's very responsible. This is an example where kind of memorizing it would be helpful. I'm going off of this worksheet that I have, and I could probably put a link up to it so you can have a copy too. So in this instance, para una chica de 12 años, ella es muy responsable. So considering she's 12 years old, she's responsible. Let's go to the next one. This is like opinion. Para mí, esa es la mejor película. For me, that is the best movie. These are some of the not so basic uses of it. We covered some of the basics in the beginning, but it's nice to have this reference. Por. When you want to say because of or due to, it's por, and this is a helpful one. El restaurante es famoso por la comida deliciosa. So basically the restaurant is famous due to or because of the delicious food. So things to become familiar with and store away in your memory. This is due to, and this is kind of right here, it's not necessarily due to, it's like the motive for an action. So I'll put motive right here for the following ones. Motive, the reason for doing something. Yo voy a la oficina de correos por las estampillas. I'm going to the post office for the stamps, like because of the stamps. Like I'm leaving my house because I need stamps and that's why I'm doing it. They're going to give me the stamps and then I'm going to give them the money. So in a way there's still that idea of exchange, because you're not doing it for the stamps in terms of like if this gift were for you, like I'm really doing something for you, you're not doing it for the stamps in terms of like some kind of like a gift. I don't know if I'm losing you, but if you saw the video before it might be a little more helpful. But some of the things you just want to memorize, I try not to give too many long lists of things to memorize because it can be confusing. But some of these things are good to memorize. There's some things you just have to memorize, and some things where you can get general ideas, like the difference between preterite and imperfect is generally preterite happens, it's done, and imperfect is a continuous action. And then another example, yo voy a la oficina por los papeles. I'm going to the office to get the papers, or for the papers. So I hope that is helpful. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions. This is pretty just me giving you some examples, the basics. And I actually have my favorite worksheet on Poripara. It's very simple, it's just straightforward. I'm giving a little bit more information, just like with different examples, not just for beginning Spanish, but even a little more intermediate. Yeah, these are a little bit, some of these examples are a little bit more advanced. But I think this is helpful. So if you want to say about to, this is a good thing to learn. Okay. Wow. So, el tren está para salir. El tren, you can repeat it after me just to practice your pronunciation and speaking and being interactive. El tren está para salir. The train is about to leave, okay? So, what else can I say this? It's an action that's gonna happen soon. We have our verb is the battery on my flip camera died. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. The train is about to leave. That's a helpful one. It's not very beginner thing. It's a little more advanced, but see that, you'll know what it means. So that's exciting. So let's put the about to. El tren está para salir. The train is about to leave. Moving right along. We already talked about gracias. Gracias por la ayuda. So thank you for the help. And then you can say also like disculpas por las molestias. Just the way you can say thank you for something, you can also say sorry for bothering you. And it's disculpas por. So I guess I'll write that down. So it's like apologies for the bother. So of course it's por. It's a little more advanced too as well. So if you wanted to do multiplication, again this is not beginner stuff necessarily. Dos por dos son cuatro. So multiplication, 2 times 2 is 4. It's good to know. That's the basics on por y para. There's also, I would say the general basics, things just I would say off the top of my head, are por is used for time. Él vivía en Madrid por 12 años. He lived in Madrid for like 12 years. So that's a period of time, right? Like a specific period of time. If like homework's due tomorrow, la tarea es para mañana. So that's a due date. Para is due date. You see that vector force again? And this is like a distinct quantity of time. He was there for 12 years or whatnot. What else would I say? Para sacar buenas notas, when you have para plus the infinitive form of the verb, this means in order to get good grades you have to study hard or whatever. You can add whatever you think you need to do. But this plus the infinitive is in order to. This is a little bit repetitive from the last video, but I'm just kind of giving you a sum up of some of the important stuff. And like say, I work at, someone works at Target or just whatever company, McDonald's, whatever. So John trabaja para Target. John works for Target, right? But if if he's sick and then his friend has to work for him, Harry trabajó por John ayer. So Harry worked for, or in place of John yesterday. And then also, if someone calls you, he called me on the telephone. Él me llamó por teléfono. Obviously that's por. I just put por teléfono. Let's see, what else? Let's see. So also, if something's for someone, like a gift, this gift is for you, para ti. So those are the basics. I hope that's helpful, gives you kind of a gist. Please leave questions, and I can also make another video or give more insights. Good luck with your Spanish class, or if you're just learning independently. And feel free to let me know what kind of videos that you need. Okay, thank you.